Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cortensia Carty.
It is officially Wednesday. It is the middle of the week, designated hump day.
Where's the camel?
I don't know. He's still in Dubai vacationing, so that's fine. He's not coming back.
He
I
needs
don't
to
think he's
come
coming
back.
back.
Wiscamus, we need you. Come on back.
Are we going to send a search party out for him? I don't think so. He's enjoying his hump day and all the days in between, and hopefully you guys are as well. We begin right now with the latest in local news. This from SKNIS. Ms. Lenine Blanchett has been elected the new Speaker of the House of Assembly. Ms. Blanchett is officially the third female Speaker of the House. Preceding her was Ms. Ada Mae Edward, who was elected the first female Speaker in St. Kitts and Nevis pre-independence in 1978. Her Excellency Marcella Liebert was the second female Speaker and the first female Speaker post-independence. The Honorable Lenine Blanchett is a value-driven attorney at law who was raised in the community of Saddlers, but has resided in her father's hometown, Green Valley, Cayon, for the past 14 years. The Honorable Speaker graduated with honors in 2015 and moved on to pursue an intense legal training at the Norman Manley Law School in Jamaica, where she obtained her legal education certificate in 2017. Her personal mantra is to finish the race strong, no matter how long or hard, slow, and steady at all times. She is now the founder and lead counsel at Blanchett Law Chambers. Congratulations to her being our new speaker.
Yes. And isn't the deputy speaker a female as well?
As well, yes.
But that young lady is from Nevis, right?
I assume so, yes, I believe that.
So it's an all-inclusive federation. That's very sweet. We continue now for Nevisians sworn in as members of parliament during the opening session of the National Assembly. This from Win Media. The first sitting of the National Assembly of St. Christopher and Nevis on October the 25th, 2022, saw 4 Nevisians being sworn in as members of the federal parliament. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, leader of the incumbent Concerned Citizen Movement and leader of His Majesty Loyal Opposition, took the oath of allegiance as the elected member of parliament representing the constituency of Nevis 9. Deputy Premier Honorable Alexis Jeffers of the CCM was sworn in as the elected member of parliament representing the constituency of Nevis 11, and the Honorable Eric Eveling, also of the CCM, took the oath of allegiance as the elected member of parliament for constituency of Nevis 10. Opposition Senator, the Honorable Latoya B. Jones, was elected and sworn in as Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. She was administered the oath of office and the oath of allegiance as Senator on October the 24th, 2022. So congratulations to all those members who were sworn in at Parliament, and good luck as they meet soon.
All right, and moving on. Government intends to rejuvenate the manufacturing sector. This from SKNIS. Plans are being made to address the decline in activity within the manufacturing sector across St. Kitts and Nevis. The Governor General's deputy, Her Excellency Marcella Liebert, while delivering the throne speech at the opening of the new session of Parliament on October 25th, stated that the government, through the St. Kitts Investment Promotion Agency, will be aggressively pursuing opportunities to attract investments in modern technologies such as renewable energy. Her Excellency Marcella Liebert said, quote, "We will seek to establish at least one factory in the Federation to build solar panels and related accessories that will provide low-cost energy-saving options for homeowners and businesses," end quote. The government anticipates that the establishment of a factory here that builds solar panels will help preserve the manufacturing sector's ability to earn foreign exchange, which is necessary for maintaining monetary stability within our Eastern Caribbean currency union. So great news on that front.
Yes. Foreign investment.
I'm hyped up about the energy. Foreign investment comes, but yeah, I'm really hyped about that renewable energy focus.
Now for the weather, it's partly cloudy. It is 60% or a moderate chance of showers. A high of 84 and a low of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. It's now 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a look at your hourly and weekly weather. Stay tuned. We will be back with regional and international news after this.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell us tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
We continue now with the latest in regional news by way of a press release from Panorama Entertainment. Despite the curtains falling on the immensely popular Panorama virtual steel pan competition in June this year, the rapidly growing organization has remained active since then. Panorama Entertainment continued to expand its youth development campaign under the stewardship of CEO and founder Nevin Roach, conducting workshops with students and educators in the Bahamas earlier this month. When asked about the opportunity, Roach said, and quote, "Just to think that I started Panorama in 2020 on Instagram and ideas that I jot down on paper are now unfolding. It's an amazing feeling. I am grateful for the chance to inspire and educate through Panorama. Thanks to the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture of Bahamas for believing in Panorama and giving me the opportunity to share my country's culture." End quote. The workshop was hosted by the Ministry of Youth and Sports and Culture of the Bahamas and was designed to help revitalize steel pan in the country. Roach shared information on the benefits of Panorama to aspiring soloists, the history of steel pan and arranging techniques, among other topics. Anja Bo, administrative associate within the Bahamas, indicated that people immediately thought about the Caribbean when they heard of steel pan. That's a good thing. Or they immediately think of Trinidad.
Wow, Caribbean, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's good to know that they're developing youth and that love for the steel pan will live on.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to international news. I am not retired, Serena Williams says. This from Reuters. Serena Williams on Monday said she has not retired from tennis and that the chances of her returning are very high after she previously indicated that she would step away from the sport after last month's U.S. Open. Williams said at a conference in San Francisco while promoting her investment company, Serena Ventures. She said, quote, "I am not retired. The chances of a return are very high." End quote. Williams, 41, said she was evolving away from tennis in an essay in August, and while she did not confirm the U.S. Open as her farewell event, she was given lavish tributes before each match in New York and waved an emotional goodbye after losing in the third round. The 23-time Grand Slam champion, who took the tennis world by storm as a teenager and is considered by many the greatest of all time, said not preparing for a tournament after the U.S. Open did not feel natural to her. So she might be returning.
I understand now why she did not want to use the word retire. She knew it all along. Yeah.
Well, you know what? She knew it. Here's what we know. That's all for the latest for today. We'll be back with more GMSKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me know in that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic move.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It's time for another edition of Black Legend Wednesdays. Yes, indeed. We have spoken about Barack and Michelle Obama, Stevie Wonder, Rihanna, Beyonce, and even our 5 national heroes. Today's legend is one of the most influential rappers of all time. He is Tupac Shakur. Let's learn more about this influential figure who for almost 30 years after his death remains one of the most recognizable faces and voices in hip-hop. So do you know anything about Tupac Shakur? Don't listen to rapper?
No, I know Tupac Shakur. Well, I knew of him. I watched him in the movie with Janet Jackson. I forgot which one it was, but yeah.
I saw a guy the other day claiming to be his son. He looks exactly like him with the head tie around his head.
Mm.
Everybody knows Tupac. So Tupac was born Lycéen Parish Crooks on June 16, 1971 in Harlem, New York. His mother, Alice Faye Williams, and father, Billy Graham, were both political activists and Black Panther Party members. But the mother changed her name, she changed his name, she just changed everything after a while. Look at his little face. He never outgrew his face.
No, at all.
Never outgrew his face.
At all. All right, and looking at his career, his mother later changed her name to Afeni Shakur and changed his first name to Tupac Amaru after a descendant of the last Incan ruler. Tupac later took his surname from his sister's Sekiwa's father, another Panther called Mutulu Shakur. So that's how he became Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, that was the last monarch of the Inca, I think, that Shakur guy. And I think Tupac means shining serpent. No, I don't like snakes, but oh well. Ooh. His early life. Tupac spent much of his childhood on the move with his family. In 1986, they settled in Baltimore, Maryland, where Shakur attended the prestigious Baltimore School for the Arts. There, he distinguished himself as a student, both creatively and academically. We need some School of the Arts here, so that the children can get the push that they need, because as they say, sometimes everybody is not academically inclined. They perform better in the arts.
True. But he didn't seem to have a problem with that, based on what you just read.
No, both.
Fine, yeah.
I'm looking at his face.
At the Baltimore School for the Arts, Tupac studied acting, poetry, jazz, and ballet. He performed in Shakespeare's plays and played the Mouse King role in the Nutcracker Ballet. It was at this school he forged a lifelong friendship with Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yes, I think that's the love of her life.
I think she was in that movie I referred to earlier. Come to think of
With
it, that
Janet
makes
Jackson
sense.
as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was I wrong that Janet
I'm
Jackson was
not-
Janet Smith?
I'm not sure of the movie you
Maybe,
speak
yeah,
of.
I'll take that. Although I kind of think that I might be right. In any event.
His career. Tupac family later moved to California, where Tupac fully embraced his love for hip-hop. In the spring of 1989, he met Layla Steinberg, who was eventually able to get Tupac in front of music manager Atron Gregory. Gregory secured a gig for Tupac in 1990 as a roadie and a dancer for the hip-hop group Digital Underground. So he's a roadie. You know what's a roadie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a dancer. I don't remember much of him dancing. Oh, man.
In 1991, Tupac released his debut album, Tupacalypse Now. With its release, he became a central figure in West Coast hip-hop for his conscious rap lyrics. Shakur achieved further critical and commercial success with follow-up albums in 1993 and 1995. Then, in 1996, he released his Diamond-certified album, All Eyes on Me.
I think I remember that song. Look at clothes that he had on. Wasn't he sweating? A leather jacket, a cap, an undershirt, a shirt. There's an next shirt under that shirt, and his baggy jeans. Remember the days of baggy jeans?
Yeah, I do.
They're back though. Fashion just goes around and comes back around.
Might be why he was so hot.
Fun fact, before using his first name as his rap name, Shakur went by the alias MC New York when starting his career. I wonder why. Because he was born in New York? Maybe he took it with him. MC New York.
MC New York.
See, his face just never changed. He just grew facial hair.
That's true. In addition to his music career, Shakur also found considerable success as an actor. He is most notably known for his role in Poetic Justice, in which he starred
you were
alongside
correct.
Janet Jackson. Here you go.
So
man.
maybe Jada was in Poetic Justice as well.
Possibly, but
You can Google it
I
after.
remember more Janet, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Janet was his love interest. I would like to assume because of the picture that's up there. Did you know Tupac often complained that he was misunderstood? He said, and quote, "Everything in life is not all beautiful. To me, a perfect album talks about the hard stuff. I feel his pain. As Gemini, we are so often misunderstood. Yeah. So I feel his pain through and through.
I don't think he feels pain anymore.
No, he doesn't. But I just have to empathize because I understand what the brother's going through, you know? Or what the brother went through.
Thank you. Because if you understand what he's going through now, that would make you...
I don't, because I've never been 6 feet under.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Just confirming that.
But technically, I have been 6 feet under, but that would have been more than 6 feet. But I came back out alive. That would have been the Harrison Caves in Barbados.
Aha. All right. All right. So Tupac began his music career as a rebel with a cause to articulate the travails and injustices endured by many African Americans. His skill in doing so made him a spokesperson not just for his own generation, but for subsequent ones who continue to face the same struggle for equality. He brought to hip hop a level of rawness and a poetic drive in the way he delivered his words.
Indeed. I'm trying to remember a hip hop song from Tupac, and for nothing it's coming to mind.
No, because he died a long time ago, and I haven't heard one of his songs.
Yeah,
in a very long
funny
time.
enough, he's the only artist that you don't really hear his songs like that around these parts, because Michael Jackson's gone. Even I show the generations, even my niece and nephew can tell you about Thriller, because those songs live on.
Yeah.
But I guess. Anyway, let me not speculate. His legacy: in 1996, Tupac unfortunately lost his life. Yes, that was September the 13th. He left behind an influential musical legacy at the tender age of 25. Though his music career only lasted 5 years, 1991 to 1996, he has sold over 75 million albums to date, making him one of the top-selling artists of all times. On the present hip-hop chart, he's number 6. I wonder why though. Jay-Z's number 1. I guess because he's still living. Yeah. I was surprised that he was number 6. I would have thought he would have been the greatest rapper of all time. But nah, even Notorious is in front of him at number 5.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Tupac. Aww. Let's say he lived a productive life during his career.
I think so. It was an interesting one.
It's sad that it's a drive-by that had to take the crime.
Well, that's why he's a black legend. Generally, we cover not living legends.
Yeah.
So.
But we did, because we did cover a living legend.
We did cover more than one living legend.
Yeah.
We not say that. So he's the first dead legend that we've covered?
No,
He's a mobile.
because Cicely Tyson's no longer around.
Neither are national heroes.
Yes,
with the
Rosa
exception of one.
Parks is no longer around. Yeah, so yeah.
All right, so we cover living and dead.
Living and dead on Black Legend Wednesdays.
And just to confirm, you are
a living legend.
Good. You were living. Good. Just to confirm.
The shade. The shade. GMSK Nation, stay tuned. Much more after this.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might broke up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
see it.
An exotic experience.
Oh, come here.
A few months ago, Cortensi and I debated some popular hot takes. Today, we decided to bring back the heat for an Unpopular Opinions Part 2. Hot takes or unpopular opinions is a fun way to get people talking about controversial opinions, controversial topics, debating who's right, and finding out more about each other as well. So, do you want to join me? Do you want to join Cortensi and me as we have some fun? Are we going to have fun on this one? We'll find out. Fun? All right, comment below to let us know your take on these hot takes. All right, number 1. Samsung is better than Apple.
Yes, in my opinion, Samsung is much better than Apple because everything for Apple you have to purchase. Samsung, you don't have to. And with Samsung as well, you do not have to upgrade every time a new phone comes up. I thank you.
Oh, I'm right there in between the V and the S on this one.
So you
I'm right down the middle.
You cannot pick a side? But I'm always going to pick a side. Apple's spoil anyway, so yeah.
Apple's what?
Spoil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't keep those in your fridge for too long.
Wow.
Yeah. Samsungs, we don't know about those. All we know, they're phones and televisions, etc., tablets. But yeah. And they last a pretty long time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So I would say Samsung is better than Apple. GMSK Nation, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. You said... ASMR. Oh my gosh. Annoying. We would say, I know sounds annoying.
And they're very annoying based on what I saw and heard. They're very, 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 very annoying.
Well, one person said the food part of that particular thing is not annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice until you saw the video and they were like, look, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and the ladies,
annoying.
Like, who wants somebody to be talking to them like that?
No, sorry. Very
no, annoying. Annoying.
That's easy.
But
that's my view on it. It's
annoying?
really annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go with annoying too. Ooh. Have you seen the latest Crocs?
No, I haven't seen the latest Crocs.
Yay high.
I've worn Crocs, but not looking like, well, I lied. They're comfortable shoes.
They are, I like Crocs.
They look ugly, but they're comfortable shoes.
Initially, people thought they were ugly until they got accustomed to them. Like convent, well, ICCS, let me say the right thing because I don't want to be beaten up today, but I know it is convent. They had wacky socks and Crocs there the other day, and those kids turned up and out. I was shocked. I was like, why are they wearing Crocs? And then I just keep seeing them coming, and then my friend let me know that it's Spirit Week at convent, so that's why.
Okay, it's Spirit Week.
Yeah, yesterday was anything but a backpack. If you see, if you saw the things that went to school, some persons had their books on hangers and stuff like that. Yeah,
this is made for the spirit. Anything but school. How about that? That's great.
No, it's
great Spirit Week.
But do you see how the Crocs have gotten higher and more colorful? Yeah, there's some I saw in a store yesterday. As I said, they're yay high. They're like go Crocs.
Yeah, these are the kind of things that I wear when I'm going downtown. And I'm not stepping out of the car.
But do you
not going to see my feet. Yeah.
Do you put socks in your Crocs?
Why would I put socks in my Crocs? What is the point? Aren't they supposed to be like land and water type shoes? You know.
They are.
Exactly. So why would you put socks on?
Because socks and Crocs just go.
They rhyme. They don't go.
They go. You should have seen the kids
to the beach
from ICCS.
In your socks and your Crocs on the sand, on the shore. In your socks and your Crocs.
No, not. There's a place for everything, but socks and Crocs rock.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a picture of a guy with sandals and socks and let's see if that works? What's his name? Bernie? Or not Bernie? Ernie. Ernest. That's the one. Ernest.
But do you
Bring her
know
in a spag.
you're not supposed to put your wet Crocs in the sun?
No, I did not know that.
They
Why is
shrink.
that?
Literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, there's something counterintuitive about this because you're talking about crocs. I'm thinking crocodiles. Not supposed to put them in the sun. Yeah, they shrink. If that would shrink.
Well, once you kill a crocodile, he's not supposed to be out in the sun because he begins to peel. If you watch swamp people, then you will see that. They have to cover him with a cool tarp with ice.
Once you kill him, but if
Once
he's
you kill him.
alive,
Yeah, he's good for the sun.
Oh,
But I still want to think that he peels, but then he peels and his meat spoil if he's dead.
yeah.
So don't, folks, take it from me. Once your Crocs are wet, wipe them off and put them inside. You leave them in the sun to dry, you will have shrunken Crocs.
Listen, these are overrated. That's my vote on this one. They're really overrated.
They are?
They are. Like, what's the purpose of Crocs anyway?
That they can be land and sea shoes.
I guess I didn't buy
They're
the pair that I have.
comfortable
so-
shoes.
I didn't buy the pair that I have, so it's just they just happened to be in my house, and I just put them on.
So when you got the pair that you have, what
not
did you
mine.
think of them? Oh my gosh.
They're not mine, Cortez. Dear. That's why I would not go out and buy
A pair of
a pair of
Crocs?
shoes looking like this. Sorry,
Okay.
ain't no way.
So Mom, Jamie is saying your Crocs are ugly.
I would not. I told her that. I said that. I said these are ugly. I did say that. And literally, I don't understand it. Did you realize that
The
there's
ugly Crocs that he wears out. Hide your Crocs, Mom.
Do you
Hide your
realize
Crocs.
that there is like how do you wear these Crocs, right? Because you have this little latch or whatever it is that's supposed
Yeah.
to go behind your
If you
heel.
feel like it, yeah.
But a lot of people don't do that. They wear them like they're
Ah.
clogs and they just like
Yeah.
step into them or whatever. And it's like, wow, you've got, I don't know, multi-purposes for an ugly shoe. Anyway, it is what it is.
An ugly, popular shoe.
Overrated.
I guess. Because they're bringing them in all shades, size, fashion, etc., etc. So yeah.
Hey, Oscar.
You know I don't watch the Oscars, but the theatrical music that they play is boring. The only thing I like about the Oscars, when I didn't get a glimpse, was the fashion. But I've never sat down and watched an Oscar. Never.
I used to.
I watched the
Back
Emmys.
Back when the television actually, you used to only watch what was on cable. Now you've got smart TVs and you've got devices. So who needs to watch something that somebody else puts up there for you when you can watch what you want on demand?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Besides, all the news agencies and the shows cover the highlights or what they consider to be the highlights of these things anyway.
Exactly.
So who's going to sit through? It's like sitting through Parliament or that session yesterday. It's like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, watch
Well,
it
sitting
after
through-
fast forward.
I would love to go to Parliament in England.
Okay.
So that seems to be fun. So the next
Really?
time I go, I'm going to see if they have a tour of Parliament.
Enjoy.
I want to be there with the hear ye and the sit down, shut up.
So
yeah.
the-
I
just so that
wanna-
we're clear, the Oscars are boring, but UK
Parliament
Parliament
seems-
isn't.
Yeah, Parliament seems to be fun, especially in England. The one place I expect Parliament to be like, hear ye, in order.
Really?
It's not.
Never.
Yeah, but I think the Oscars are boring. For somebody else, maybe it's not, but to me it is.
Wow.
And especially when you're overdoing your speech and that instrumental Beethoven starts playing in the
Yeah.
back or whomever else.
Award ceremonies generally are boring except for the people who did the work to get the awards. So, or those who are nominated, generally speaking.
But the music awards aren't because you have music after music, people excited,
Oh,
blah, blah, blah,
really?
blah, blah. No, those ones
Okay.
aren't. This one, the Golden Globes and all those Guild, Screen Actors Guild and all the boring. Yeah, just the fashion for me.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Oscar thinks otherwise. All right, so going to work on Friday. Do you think going to work on Friday should be illegal? Should we outlaw it? As in nobody should go to work on Friday except for essential workers?
This one has me thinking. I don't know. Because
You
I'm
don't know
accustomed
what
to working like weird days in the week, and then my weekends are in the week sometimes.
I'm all for it. We'll be better. Yeah. No work on Friday. That should be
So then it'll be a long weekend.
written into law. Yes. There should be no work on Friday and no work on Monday.
Imagine no work on Friday, then nobody will have no food. If they say absolutely no work, like shut down everything, then Friday is when it's supposed to be our eat whatever you want day. all those establishments are closed because nobody goes to work on Friday. I don't know.
Do you realize that this is so very easy to accomplish? Literally, you could just work 10-hour days instead of 8-hour days. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? Literally, you
add 2 hours on
Precisely.
Monday to Thursday.
Literally, and you could do it this way. You could start work at 7, and you could end work at 5.
7 to 5. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'll be alive as long.
7 to 5. You take your lunch break at 12. You come back at 1, and you get to go. There you go.
And then acting fatigue sets in
I would do
around
that.
3, and then for the next 2 hours I sleep until it's time to go home.
Listen, who cares? If you could log 40 hours, literally any time that you wanted, right, over 4 days or 5 days, how many of us would actually pick 5 days? Come on, be realistic. There's some of us who would literally put in like 10, maybe 11, 12 hours the first working day of the week. We'll default to 8 the second day, and then we'll just do whatever we need to do by that. I would love that. It's like all you have to do is work 40 hours. We'll coordinate it so that you don't clash with somebody else. Somebody's always here. The place is always open. But yeah, you get to pick 40 hours. Just log 40 hours a week.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. You'll get your work
That works
done.
for you. But I just think if everywhere is shut down, we will suffer on Fridays. What's next? Shall we see? Well, we already.
I don't know. I'm still looking at the clock. So the clock is frozen. That's what happens when you go to work. See it? It retains one set time. It's like the time's not moving. You get there and it's like, can I leave already? No.
No. You gotta wait until the time. Game of Thrones. I never followed this up, so I can't speak on it, to be honest. So I can't say it's overrated.
I've seen a couple.
I don't know.
More than a couple, actually. I've watched quite a few. Not anything that I can say that I've watched sequentially. But I think I've gotten the plot. I know enough to know who's good, who's bad, who's sort of in between and swayed, and who's treacherous and whatever. I actually think it's pretty good. I've got to say. Especially when I saw the beheading. Am I supposed to say that on morning television? Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I already did. Oops. It seems really real.
So I can't speak on it. I wouldn't say it's overrated. I won't say anything about it.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, definitely cool.
All right. Jamie says it's cool.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Wow. Are you serious? Are we going to throw mom and pop to the dogs? Really
And
on this
grandma?
one? Or, well, no, grandma gets run over by a reindeer. Family recipes aren't
not that
always good
time.
recipes. Family recipes aren't always good recipes.
This one is rough for me. Aren't always.
Yes, they are in my house.
Yeah, that's my thing, because most of them that were passed down, they're fine to me.
My uncle makes mean fudge. My aunt makes a great bread pudding. Hey, Marin, I want another slice. All right, yeah, it's really cool. My grandma makes great cook-up.
You see?
My mom and her eggplant parmesan and all the other things that she does.
Look at guys. Do you see? Guys and gals, I should say. Do you see? There's a foodie here. He pretends on TV.
I pretend on TV.
Really?
Really?
Did you hear what you just said?
What did I say? I said
You
that
were
people...
oohing for the parmesan, and you'd be like, your mouth's watering like for all the other things your mom makes.
Walter, I want the fudge. Marin, I want the
He's
bread
a
pudding.
foodie, guys.
Yeah, mom, I call her mom, my grandmother. Yeah, some cook up. We'll talk later. Yeah, well, my mom knows how it goes. So. Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing that your mom cooked? The eggplant parmesan that you mentioned?
Anything she cooks, to be honest with you. I don't have a preference.
Oh, look at you.
And they're good. Now, if I had family recipes, maybe I'd learn to cook. Anyway.
There you go. Give Jimmy the family recipe so he can cook something.
There is no recipe. This is how people cook. They literally just go a dash of this, a pinch of that, and it's like.
Yeah, for real. You know, us West Indies,
no recipe.
us West Indians, we do not write down correct measurements. We just dash this, dash that. Everything's just
Tastes
a dash.
good. Oh, it's too much salt in it. Okay, let's add some sugar. Great, awesome. Move
To
on.
balance it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Wow.
It's done.
How did he? But then it turns out tasting well. Well,
Yeah.
most of the time. I remember when I first started cooking, there's this thing called chow mein. It's like a noodles. And I added too much brown in. So it was the color of my dress.
Okay.
Yes. And then
No.
my sisters had to take it to school and they sold it. They said they were not going to eat. So the one joke my sisters have on me is black chow mein.
So you had the black Oriental dish.
Black.
Or the Oriental African dish. How does that work?
Well, I just told my little secret on TV, black chow mein.
It's called fusion.
Listen, I was learning to cook. And the fact that they could have sold it in school and gotten money to buy lunch, it worked.
Guys, if you or someone you know has had Cortesia's meal and you're suffering from any ailments, you might be entitled to an apology. Just saying.
I will not take that shit. I can cook, guys. I can cook. As I said, I was learning. Even my roti had different shapes of countries of the world when I first started rolling. When I first started rolling, okay? Not now. I thank you.
All right. International cook over here. Wow. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned, guys.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it, doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up the mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first. If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the Counseling Center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life if you live in there. A happy place in the life if you live in there. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Jamie, would you say we know each other quite well? Why?
Yeah, I would say.
The disclaimer took a while to come into fruition. I mean, we have been hosting together for over 170 episodes. Yes, Jamie.
Yeah, that's actually not true, but anyway, keep going.
How is it?
You've been here for over 170 episodes, but I certainly wasn't because I took time
you kept
off.
missing.
So that really isn't.
But we spoke
as
to you in
accurate.
between, so
140. Take
140?
140. Well,
Okay,
that's
okay.
probably a little closer
right.
to it.
so 140 together. Yeah. Which means we have talked a lot, both on and off camera. So today's Loosen Up will show us just how much we know each other by playing a game of who's most likely to, Jamie.
Wow, I don't know that I like this game.
Jamie, have you played this game before?
Already, I'm defaulting to I'm completing the question, and it's nothing that you guys will have here, I hope. Who's most likely to, It's not the game where we play who's most likely to succeed or anything like that, right? It's like, who's most likely to burn down a building? Sorry, keep going.
Who's most likely to be a foodie but pretend they're not?
Okay. All right, so we have to explain how it works while we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Indeed.
So a prompt will appear on screen, and we will, there we go. We'll vote on who we think is most likely to do what it says, which is what we thought, right? So we can either vote for ourselves or for the other person, and we have to be honest. All right, so who's most likely to lie? Or who's more likely to lie, since it's just you and me? All right, keep going.
Jamie, let's play, y'all. GMSK Nation, play along.
Who's most likely to lock themselves out of the house?
Jamie.
I have to say you or me. Well, who's more? Okay. Well,
Who's more likely?
I would say you, Hortensia.
Why? Never locked myself out of the house.
Okay.
I've been locked out of the house, but I've never locked myself out of the
Okay, well,
house.
there you go. I am.
No?
No.
Okay.
Not likely at all.
Nah.
Check my keys every time I
Always
call.
have my keys.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's
Who owns the most pets? In my mind, I do.
I think you're more likely to own more pets than I would. So I'm voting for you.
I would say that I own 3 dogs in my past life in Antigua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Rex, and Anna. Anna, the late Anna. She's no longer with us. She was ran over by a car. She always used to like to run down the cars, and she was a small, cute puppy. And I guess somebody got fed up of her. And one day we came home. That's why I always used to tell my yard mates, please lock the gate. They didn't lock the gate that day, and Anna got away, and she got run over. Not by a sled, but by a car.
Wow. Anna
my
got run
heart.
over by a driver.
Got run over by a driver.
Running from your house. Never mind. All right. So, who's more likely to become a politician?
Jamie. Why are you laughing?
Is this where I give you my political speech where I tell you to vote for me, really? This is so weird.
I thought of becoming the Minister of Tourism because I like travel, and I was doing my degree in travel and tourism management. But after that, no. No, it's when I realized, and I've spoken to some politicians, and I realized that things they have to go through. No, I want to sleep in peace.
You want to sleep in peace? I don't know. They say never rule anything out, but realistically, I'm looking at systems, and generally, when I decide to do something, it's because I don't like the state of affairs.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
You sound like a politician already. So you see, I was correct.
I don't know that I do, because I don't think that I like established politics. So I would be in there as a game changer.
Exactly. So you're going to go into change the game. So you're most likely to be a politician, not I.
Really? With the third party started? Keep moving. And not the ones that we've had.
So
just
no?
putting that out there.
No? Okay.
It's not likely at all. No.
All right. I'm not even going to read this. But who's most likely to get a PhD? Jamie. Listen, after a while, you just got to stop studying. I've stopped.
Yeah.
The only thing I literally pick up a book to learn maybe is a language. That's it. But no, I ain't getting no PhD. No time. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll vote.
Yeah,
I realized that I didn't vote on the last one, but yeah, I'll vote on this one. Great, yeah.
You're most likely to get a PhD.
Maybe. Yeah, it takes 3 years, so it's fine. Who's more likely to die first if you were both in a horror film? Oh, Cortensia.
Jamie.
That's you.
Me? I can pretend that I'm dead and still be alive.
Cortensia, you will trip over something, literally.
Me?
You will fall with your face to the floor, and then you'll be looking around as the guy comes over you and the shadow is covering your face. That will be what happens to you.
Jamie seems to realize that although I look fair, she's black. We don't stay around for. We're never going to sit around and say, "What's that?"
Try that.
Jamie, we are never going to sit around and say, our race never sits around and say, "What's that?" We hear something, we all scatter to the other side. Sometimes we stay, but I don't ever stay for nothing. I always go.
I'm going to be like Chris Rock in the horror film, right? Imagine Chris Rock in a horror film. Chris Rock is the only guy that's going to survive. Because he's going to know. He's going to know how to run. He's not going to be inquisitive. He's not going to be like, what's that? Oh, I hear something outside. Let me go open the door of my house. Leave the door open.
We don't ever open the door.
Step outside. Go around the corner to see if it was a branch that caused that creak or somebody. Yeah, let me just go with that.
We are going inside. We're going to even we might even put on emergency locks on our door. That's how serious we will
I'll be like Chris Rock and Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone hybrid.
Stay at home, exactly.
No, not to stay at home. You booby trapped your home. Are you kidding?
Exactly. But he did most of it from the inside, although he did go outside for a teeny
That's what I mean.
bit.
I'll be both of those people.
Yeah, he did most of it from the inside.
I'll be most of those people in one.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to happen. So no, I'm not going to die first if I were in a horror film. Are you kidding?
Nope.
No way.
Neither.
I wouldn't die at all, actually.
Who's most likely to embarrass themselves in public? How?
Depends. Either way.
Yeah, I have to figure it out because.
Let's see. Well, there was this one time. I'm kidding.
I want to say I could, but I'm not sure I.
Okay, that's even. Whatever. Even. Let's just say it's even.
Yeah, because it depends on what it is.
Like the time I nearly fell, but I saved myself. Yeah.
During Corona, I did this day in, day out. I watched the entire Green Arrow series and Flash series.
No,
yeah.
No.
You didn't?
I cannot spend all weekend binging a new series. Okay, binging. Well, what does binging imply? Does binging imply that you actually finish the series, or does it imply that you just watch a lot of episodes?
Back to back. So you basically finish it. You could finish it in less than the time it was put on there for you to finish it.
I've binged watched things, but I've never completed. I take like a year and a Sunday to finish a series, to the point where I watch limited series because I prefer those. So like 10 episodes, they wrap up nicely. Awesome. Give me anything with like 100 episodes. It took me nearly a year to watch something with 48.
What?
So nah.
I like the Marvel stuff and not the DC stuff, so that's why watching Green Arrow and Flash worked for me.
I see.
Those are my Corona programs once I got home to St. Kitts, because whilst I was awaiting my right to entry to St. Kitts, I was watching the Mitchell family. That's what's her name? Two music artists from Jamaica. They have this show on YouTube, so I was binge watching that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say I'll vote for me. But no, you actually.
Yeah, me. I take that. Give a sarcastic.
Who's more likely to give a sarcastic comment? You or me?
Moi. It's
you
in my
think so?
blood. Yeah.
Really?
You can do it too, but it's in my blood.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm very sarcastic. Which actually, when it's weird. This is weird. I think I'm very sarcastic, but when I'm being sarcastic, it's the evil laugh is coming back now. Literally, it's so obvious what I'm saying. So I think at the point when I'm being sarcastic, it's like the people around me who are listening to me, they go, "Boy, that's true, you know." So I kind of feel the same way. So I'm not going to say anything so it doesn't come across as like sarcasm per se. It comes across like honesty, like truth.
Oh gosh.
You know, so it is what it is. I don't know.
So we're both likely to give a sarcastic comment.
I think I keep it on the wraps. I think I've learned to keep my mouth shut and my mind working. Because I could literally be there and I'll be withdrawn. My mind is processing what's going on and I'll be like, yeah, but I go, not going to waste my breath. So maybe you get this one.
No, you get it too. I took it, and now I'm giving you half of it.
You're giving me half of it?
Yes, I am. Blab a secret.
Well, if it's a secret, why are you going to blab it?
No.
Secret.
A whole secret's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Besides, hey, guess what? I don't want to know your secret. Don't tell me. It's fine.
No, but you know the secret already. You just can't blab it.
Okay, well, if you know the secret already, that's fine. But literally speaking, I'm like, I don't want to walk around with other people's wit. Are you kidding me? No, keep your secret. Keep it to yourself. It's fine.
Yeah,
awesome.
Jamie doesn't want the burden of his brain having to keep secrets.
You got it right. You can be like, you know what? This is really difficult, but we're going to get through. That's great for you. Don't get into specifics with me, please. Don't tell me what I don't want to know. I don't want to walk around with your weight and I can support you, but I don't need to know your secret. Great, keep your secret.
Wow.
That's why it's a secret.
All right.
It's supposed to be a secret, right?
Who's most likely to spend on clothes? Technically, I don't like to shop. I only get things when I need to, but I would like to present this award to my co-host.
Really?
Yes.
Mind you, that you're talking about shopping, but shopping doesn't necessarily mean, or shopping frequently doesn't necessarily mean that you spend more or less money. Sometimes it's a matter of the quality and what that costs. Bear that in mind. So you can shop less, but you can spend
more for something that's more durable. But they say spend the most on clothes. As you said, you can buy it for more and have it longer. So I would say you. Because men's clothes are expensive.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for telling me. All right. Thank you for telling me.
The shade.
Thank
Do I
you
need
for
an
telling me.
umbrella for that?
Do we need an umbrella for that?
Yes.
Nah, you don't. Yeah, you get this one.
Always. Even if a cartoon dies, my heart just breaks. Like, I couldn't watch Feed the Children, y'all. I will be in long water bawling.
No, you
Any
need
little
to look
sad
sad.
thing.
Never mind. I'm going to keep it.
Cry. It's like,
I was about to be sarcastic.
I'm sure someone else in the nation goes through the same thing. Your heart just burns, like it burns, and then once your heart burns, the tears just flow. Yeah.
I think I said this before, so I'm not going to be sarcastic anymore, but to prevent you from crying when you watch Feed the Children, you just look at who was asking for the wedding.
No, but I cry.
Sorry, I alluded to it before. I'm not going to say anymore.
Even if I
Leave it
watch an
alone.
infomercial with Shriners Children's Hospital, I just think why kids have to be born like this and why they have to go through that. And it instantly, yesterday I was at the table eating and it came on and my eyes were just welling up and I bawled. I had to be like, sniff, sniff, wipe my eyes. I'll be like,
Can we put
okay,
that
I'll
to
be
the
like,
test?
yeah, I'm good.
Can you find me a Feed the Children's photo or something? Can we put that up right now?
No, it's not gonna work like
It's
that.
not gonna work like that. Man,
No,
I should've
because
known.
the fact that we're talking about it, I don't want to cry on screen.
I was gonna put it to the test actually. I have the device right here. I can look for it. Here we go. I don't need them. I don't need you guys. I can do it myself. Yeah, that's you.
So you won't cry? No.
Why would I cry during a set?
Oh, why? Okay.
Listen,
so
I
get
like
that.
comedies. I like lighthearted things. Listen, I don't even like to know people's
Even
secrets.
some comedies
I'm
are
good.
sad. You have to cry.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Even though it's fictional, you think, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, you've already lived in a foreign country.
Yeah.
Am I most likely to move to a foreign country? I'm more likely than you.
Right now?
Honestly, yes. Realistically.
I'm trying to think which country I would want to go to because I don't want to go to England because that is inflation center. People are looking to move from England. I don't want to go to the US because you work too hard there. Extremely hard. Meaning 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jobs to make ends meet. I just want to stay where I am, man. I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, I have a global perspective, and honestly, whether it's something that it's a country that would, put me off the grid or a metropolis, I'd be fine either way. Because, quite frankly, and I guess it goes back to something that one of the other questions was, who's more likely to be a politician? I'm sorry. Here we go. There are times when I feel like, hey, everything is just so regular here, and we just get so set in our ways. It's like, open the mind, get new experiences, branch out.
I'm open to mind.
So yeah, I'm more likely.
I opened the mind for 3 weeks and then I shut it right back. I'm ready to go back home. No more. Injure themselves while doing chores. How many times have you fell over your lawnmower?
I don't have a lawnmower, so that's not gonna be me at all.
How many times have you fell over your weed whacker?
Don't have a weed whacker either.
How many times have you chopped yourself with your matchet?
I have never done that. Okay. I don't think I'll be here if I did.
How many times have you raked your own foot?
Well, my rake is plastic, so I don't think that happens a lot either. There you go. You see, it's all about safety, isn't it? So no, I'm not going to be likely to injure myself during chores at all.
No.
Like, can you imagine? Oh, I picked up these clothes to go to the dryer or the washer. So heavy. I strained myself. Ooh, really laborious, isn't it?
I've not injured myself during chore. Me.
No way.
I've done it. I've eaten ice cream for breakfast. Yeah, I could just sit there and wallow in the ice cream.
Wallow in the ice cream.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I would say myself, Jamie's not going to finish it.
Like, this is just going to be so weird, but if we had, like, you just said ice cream and you said wallow in the ice cream, I imagined, like, this bucket of ice cream opened with a face that would literally be, like, screaming. It's like screaming for you to stop. Can you imagine? Ice cream, ice cream.
Oh my God.
So you know when to stop, literally.
But how did we manage to associate scream with ice cream?
No, it's not scream, it's ice cream. But I said ice cream because I'm looking at it as
That's
the letter I
That's why I
and
asked
scream.
you, how did we manage to associate scream with
Because
ice cream?
I figured you wanted a warning. When to stop. Can you imagine somebody with a New York accent like Long Island? It's like that voice coming out of the ice cream, like, yeah, it's only stop. Just like, honestly.
But during Halloween time, they make fun of ice cream like that. Like, you go to the ice cream parlor, ice cream.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I was just imagining how rude the ice cream would be. There you go.
Ice cream's gonna get you like
Wow.
Whiskas.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So that would be me, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you. Laugh at the wrong moment. No, I don't think that's
I've
you.
done that.
You've done that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Laugh at the wrong moment, say something, or sing a song at the wrong moment. Like, why does the devil work like this?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
Me. Because you just remember joke. Jamie, you never had one of those moments where you remember a joke, but it's the wrong setting for you to remember the joke, and you just start laughing, and people think, like, what's wrong with that person?
Well, But no, I've never actually been like the one who laughed out loud like that. Just like, oh, okay, interesting. Those double entendre moments. It's like somebody's saying something and it has a double meaning, and it's just like, you're thinking it means one thing and they're thinking it means something else entirely. And it's like, I just keep laughing. Sorry.
No, I had the moments where I remembered something that was funny and I just busted out laughing like, okay. And be like, yeah, I just remembered something funny.
Not at all. I mean, literally, I've sat in meetings with people and I used to have codes. I think I told you this before. A friend of mine and I worked together, and literally, we'd sit through meetings. And I don't know if this is your experience, but a lot of meetings generally are a waste of time. Literally, we get there, we don't have a plan, and it's just shooting the breeze, literally. And so after a while, people just talk, and then it's like, yo, dude, we had codes, okay? Literal codes. So no, we wouldn't curse, but let's just say that we used initials. It's like saying, hey, Cortensia, I just remembered Bradley Smith. He just crossed my mind. Literally.
Oh my God.
And he's like, yeah, Bradley Smith boy, just like a juniper apple. and this is what made the meetings fun.
Wow. Wow.
I think you're speechless on that one.
Ooh.
This is so funny. Okay, so now you're going to wonder if you're in meetings with me if I'm doing that. But I don't do that with you, so you're safe.
But do you know the Bayesian word jobby? Do you understand the meaning jobby?
No.
This is a lot of jobby. I'll tell you off air. On that note, GMSKN Nation, stay tuned. Much more after this.
So you mentioned something about a lump.
Babe, I just felt something on the left side of your breast. Tell me if you feel it.
Do you do your self-breast examinations monthly?
No, I don't.
Well, women are supposed to examine their breasts once monthly. Let me show you how. When at home, you can check while standing in the shower or while lying down. Simply place a pillow under your right shoulder and your right arm behind your head. Using your left hand, move the pads of your fingers around your right breast, gently covering the entire breast area and armpit. Use light, medium, and firm pressure. Squeeze the nipple and check for discharge and lumps. I did find a lump in the upper left breast. I am not sure what this means. Therefore, I need to refer you to the DMO, or you can see your private physician. The doctor is going to examine you and recommend an ultrasound or a mammogram. Listen, not every lump is cancer. 80 to 85% of the time, the lumps found are benign. That means they are non-cancerous. Lumps in the female breast or armpit can be non-cancerous tissue growth or fluid buildup, or a number of things that can present themselves at various times. But sometimes it's a sign of cancer. That is why I am referring you to see the doctor.
Okay, nurse. Thanks for your help.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami I come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let we go. They would have failed anyhow. Let we run, see Sammy.
One word charades is a game where you have to act out a word without speaking while the other person tries to guess what that word is. I'm guessing, Hortensia, you've got a head start because you're giving me some kind of clues here, right? So here's how to play.
Oh my God.
A player draws a slip of paper from the bowl. I guess what? It's magic because you can't see it. All right, here we go. And after they have had, oh, now you can see it. All right, thank you, Vanna White. After they have had a short time to review the slip, the player starts. And the other person then has 2 minutes, whopping 2 minutes, guys, to guess the word. And if they figure it out, they get the point. So the following are not allowed. Oh, wow, we've got rules, Hortensia.
No pointing at objects in, I guess, this room or in a room. No speaking from the person acting out, and no lip movements.
Wow. Wow.
It's definitely a charade.
Not a lot of rules, right?
No.
All right, you ready?
All right. My gosh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay, no talking, so zip.
One word door? One word door? Okay.
Jimmy actually guessed something that I did because he likes to say that I make it difficult for him.
Oh, wow.
How did you figure that it was door? Because I couldn't point at that door.
No, you couldn't, but you knocked it and then you opened it.
Okay. Great.
Really? Really? Why would you do this to me? Like, seriously. Why, of all these things, would anybody do this to me? Guys, I wish you could see what's going on here, because, well, you're about to see what I'm going to do, so let's see how we can do this one.
TikTok bands? The little horse that the kids. Chris Rock? Okay.
The fact is that the crew, I wish everybody could see this, the crew is laughing because they put this together, right? So they know exactly which clue I have. So they're killing themselves laughing right now at the fact that you're not getting it.
But I don't understand
You got
what
2 minutes.
this is.
Oh, wow.
Is this a donkey?
Can you do that again?
Is it a donkey?
I'm not supposed to be talking anyway, sorry.
Exactly. So, what is this? I don't understand. What is this? What is that? I don't understand that. An angry midget? Tupac? Shakur? A rapper? A DJ? A bad TikTok dance? I don't know. This is hard. Ease. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Will Smith. It's not Will Smith? Okay.
You want me to tell you? Because I feel like I need to show you. I'm not even going to say this, right? I hope somebody sees this. Don't look.
Why?
I hope somebody sees this. You can't see this, can you?
No, it's too small.
I'm hoping. I don't even want to say it. Because they'll think I made it up. Nobody's seeing this, right? Wow. All right. I can say it. Should I say it?
What is it?
Oh, there we go.
That is not me.
What?
That is
Vote. Let me see your hand. Who thinks that was
I'm gonna
Hortensia?
get everybody in here
Who
for
thinks
that.
I did a mean imitation of Hortensia from the first move? Great. You're outnumbered.
Wow! How could I guess that was me?
Your turn. Your turn to
Oh,
pick.
man.
This is your signature move. It's like.
Oh, the floss. Okay. Oh my gosh.
That was terrible, by the way, guys. You guys are awful.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna show you the white light in a couple of seconds. Keep waiting.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
this is hard. I don't know how to do this.
Rose petals. Sunshine flower.
But I can't give you clues. Oops.
Flower. Cloud. Rain. Sunny day. Drizzle. Raindrops. A dash of salt. I have no idea. How not to cook. Wow. Are you guys getting this? Because I'm certainly not. Here comes the sun.
This is not the sun.
You're walking, you made 5 steps, and then you said hi? You're picking stuff up and putting them in a jar? That's your nephew when he's stealing all the coins to put in his piggy bank? I don't know what it is.
You give up?
Yeah, I do give up.
Spring. I was planting flowers. I was picking the flowers and making a bouquet. I was saying, let the sun shine in.
Kotense. Kotense, this is how you do spring, okay? Guys, help me out here.
I even did a spring like that.
That's
thinking
not a
you would
spring.
figure-
This is how you do spring. Or and I'll say slinky, and I'll say spring.
But maybe it's spring like spring in the season.
Yeah, but how am I gonna get the season? Anyway, let's go. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Is it Cortense again?
No, can't be you.
Oh Lord.
All right, let's go.
Really? That was me. One bird. Eagle. One booby. Big bird. You're not supposed to tell. Anthony? One eye. One plane. What is a bird? A kite? A bird, okay. A vulture. One-eyed bird. Oh my God. It's not big bird, it's not a one-eyed bird. It's a kobo. It's a pelican. Superman. I don't know. Is it Batman? It sure is a hard one.
Are you ready to pass?
No, do it one more time.
Do everything I did one more
Yeah.
time. Wow.
So one bird with a big eye. Goggles. Somebody does parasailing. Okay, I have it. A vulture that wear goggles.
Does anybody at home want to guess this? Help me out here, please.
I don't know.
Owl.
Wow!
You
How
know,
was I
like
supposed to get an owl?
you know, like the mascot for the glasses commercial. One word, bird.
That looks like a vulture with glasses.
No, you say glasses.
I said a vulture with goggles. Now that I know it's glasses. All right. Oh my gosh, these are hard. Oh, really? We can't talk? What are we supposed? No talking. Okay. That's hard. Figure it out? No?
Charlie Chaplin.
No. I don't know how to do it. You have to pretend you can see invisible stuff, right?
Maybe if you got the glasses from the owl, I'll be better at it. Keep going. How to lose a guy in 2 minutes. I'm utterly lost here. What is it?
The Caribbean. This was the world, and then I was drawing various countries as best as I know how. So I even drew St. Kitts and Nevis.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that.
Wow.
The drumstick, that. I even drew Hispaniola. I did the split it. That's swimming in the sea.
See. Then you give me something like a jump or something like that, and I'll tell you Caribbean. I'd have gotten it to West Indies or something.
Oh my God, no.
So you could have gone the sea angle, and I might have gotten
Oh gosh. These charades are hard.
All right.
Sun. Moon. Sunrise. Is there points for this? I got one. That was easy. Oh my gosh.
Should have said Nora Jones.
I can't point at anything. This can't be fair. How can this not be fair? This.
Where are we at? The Miss St. Kitts pageant?
No, we are not.
You doing the hokey pokey?
No. Look again. Here. I'm not supposed to speak. You're making me speak.
Looked like you were, excuse me, spelling school to me. I don't know.
School?
Or the SSMO. I don't know what that is. SSMC?
No.
I'm sorry. What is that?
You give up?
Yeah.
Shoe. S-H-O-E.
Hortense, are you serious? Wow.
Shoe. I even did
Wow.
this. Shoe. Shoe.
Wow. Unbelievable.
GMSKN Nation. Obviously, Jamie never gets my clue, but stay tuned. We have so much more. Up next, we have Jalen Munzak. See you after this.
Serious.
An exotic experience.
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
Hi, if you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today, and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Yo, what up? It's your boy M. Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life if you live in there. A happy place in the life if you live in there. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
The CARICOM Youth Ambassador Program was launched in St. Lucia in 1993 by the heads of government and was formally instituted in 1994. Since its inception, the Youth Ambassador Program has contributed to increase youth knowledge and awareness of CARICOM issues and priorities. Recently, the two new 2022 to 2024 St. Kitts Nevis Youth Caribbean ambassadors were announced, Ayanna Franks and Jalen Munzak, Jalen is here with us today to tell us more about this. So good morning, Jalen, and welcome back to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Good morning, SKN.
Indeed. And I have so much congratulations for you today.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your appointment and congratulations on your recently completed bachelor's.
Thank you so much.
So what is next for you?
What is next for me? That's a great question. Well, I think I'm already in my next stage, which is the CARICOM Youth Ambassador. Being in that role, that came after finishing the bachelor's, kind of. So now I'm graduating into that role of being the CARICOM Youth Ambassador and still being involved in other youth groups such as the Youth Parliament. I'm also looking to change my career to go. Right now I'm working at the college at CFPC, so I want to change into something that relates to my degree, which is in economics. So that's what is going on for me right now in terms of that. So I'm in a transition phase, you could call it.
Okay. So in what particular area would you prefer to work where you can definitely apply what you would have learned in your economics degree?
So areas, I would say I could say companies. Okay. I would say Ministry of Finance, whether as an analyst or as a economist. Okay. That's a start for me, or even as a finance officer as well. That's even a start for me. So I have that plan. I also have plans to continue with my education. That will be online, so I'll be doing my master's soon. Okay. I can't tell you when, but definitely they will be soon for the masters.
Okay, any PhD in the future, since we have
this
topic this morning?
Yeah, definitely there will be a PhD by the age of 30. I've already
I like that.
put the goal there. So,
nice.
And I don't doubt that you'll accomplish it, Jalen.
Yes,
All right. So one of the things that jumped out to me is that the CARICOM Youth Ambassador Program seems to sensitize youth about CARICOM issues and priorities. I know that you've been recently appointed to this office, but what can you tell us would be some of those issues or priorities that would get focus?
Okay, so that's for what we have? Or?
Yes.
Okay, so what we want to do is get as much people, have an impact on as much young people as possible. And some of the priorities that CARICOM is looking at is climate change. That's one of the most important priorities, as well as regional integration. We're looking at having a panel discussion where we can discuss regional integration and what is happening with aviation right now in the Caribbean. So that's one thing that we are looking forward to doing. Some other things that we're doing is in terms of youth in leadership and decision making. Right now we have a core, which is about 11 persons on that core. And we're trying to empower them to carry out their own projects and their own tasks within that. So in the CARICOM, they have a lot of priorities and plans. I think there's a 5-year period in terms of when they update them, so they are continuously updated.
All right, one question for you, because you linked, well, I don't know if you linked it, and that's why I need clarity. Regional integration and aviation, two separate issues, or do you see them relating?
Okay, so aviation is very important to regional integration. Regional integration is basically the Caribbean coming together. And as you know, we are separated geographically, so we need some sort of mechanism to get us from, let's say, St. Martin to St. Kitts or St. Kitts to Barbados. And the aviation industry, for example, LIAT, has been very important in terms of promoting that regional integration, in terms of you being able to meet your CARICOM neighbor, you're meeting your family member, because also we have family members which are spread across the region as well. So aviation is very important in terms of boosting that regional integration.
All right, so aviation is inimical to...
yes, they go hand in hand.
Exactly, regional integration.
So I want to continue along the tracks of aviation. Do you and Ms. Franks, do you intend to meet with aviation personnel to discuss a way forward?
Well, actually, we have already engaged this person, Mr. Dennis McCall. I don't know if you are aware of him. Yes, okay. So he's doing a PhD in transportation and aviation, and he recently put out a video commenting on the aviation situation within the CARICOM region. And we already reached out to him in terms of having him on that panel discussion to continue that conversation. And we'll try our best to reach out to the aviation minister as well to have that discussion.
All right. In terms of your relationship with the other youth ambassador, Ms. Ayanna Franks, have you two begun, charting a course for what your joint tenure would look like?
Oh, yes, definitely. We've had several calls. We've met in person so many times. Actually, we met across by Michael Burgers one time, and we've been discussing one of the first things that we wanted to do is to be as visible as possible. And the first thing that we do, we had planned a ceremony to officially launch us as CARICOM Youth Ambassadors and the core members. And then from there, we decided to have an official meeting. Our official meeting was on the last week, Saturday, with the core members, and we would have discussed several plans, including being involved in the Youth Month activities. We plan to attend the church service. We plan to put out a video statement commemorating the Youth Month, as well as being involved in the Remarkable Teens and the Skinniper Mock Parliament sitting.
Nice. How humbled or how overjoyed were you when you were told you were nominated or you have this position?
Okay, I am a very humble person by heart, and it was unexpected. I had no thought of being a CARICOM Youth Ambassador, especially based on my demeanor as a soft-spoken person and being reserved as it may be seen. Yes. So I was like, I was gonna get overlooked over this. So I had no expectations. I was a part of the CARICOM Youth Ambassador Corps, but I had no expectations of being the CARICOM Youth Ambassador. Okay. Yes.
Nice. But it does put you in the spotlight as a soft-spoken person. Yes. I know that you don't have confidence issues at all. So obviously, we're looking at it through the lens of youth. Do you think that it provides an opportunity for you to be a role model to youth?
Yes, I do. I think that I provide, for me personally, I bring a different type of person. As I said, more of the reserved and the shy person, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that.
We're not getting that, but I feel like
I won't say that.
Oh, you won't get that. You won't get that.
Exactly.
But seeing me, I've heard people tell me, you're so shy and all this and so reserved. So I feel like that would motivate people to want to come to me and have a conversation with me, or even want to be a part of the conversation or be a part of a leadership position within you, because they see that this person here, he's not an outspoken person, or he does not seem to be an outspoken person, is here doing things. So it just shows that everybody has a space within this whole dialogue.
Indeed. Why do you think, Jalen, it's important for youth to be informed or educated on CARICOM and its issues?
Okay, so I think that youth is important. It's important for youth to know what is happening with CARICOM, because CARICOM affects all of us. As I spoke about with the regional integration, we all understand that we are one region and we are competing on a world stage. So it is very, very important for all of us to have that buy-in in terms of what CARICOM has to offer. CARICOM has a lot of benefits in terms of, for example, these CSME agreements where you're able to work in different islands because of your skills and those things. So it's very important for CARICOM nationals, for young people, to understand that these things are available, as well as to understand that CARICOM fights for different priorities and issues such as health, and that they're very instrumental in the HIV and AIDS pandemic, epidemic that is going on. And so the information is there, and I'm encouraging each and every young person, and even persons who are older than us, to go out and listen to what CARICOM has to offer, listen to all of the plans and ideas that we have to offer. A plan is not as good if there isn't a buy-in and if there's not everybody in that plan. Yes.
All right, what I want to ask you about now is the linkage or the conflict between patriotism or nationalism and the buy-in to CARICOM. We're talking about freedom of movement, freedom of persons, and there are a lot of people, as you said just now, who don't appreciate the fact that we can move as well. We see other people coming to our country, and sometimes we think, especially these younger persons who are looking for jobs, that there are not enough opportunities here. How do you sell that? How do you reconcile nationalism with support for CARICOM?
So just to bring it down, so you're saying, comparing it between the
patriotic
country.
Yes, as in this is my country. I want to do what's great for my country. Exactly.
Okay.
And national pride, as it were, and the conflict that comes with the influx of persons to our shores without realizing that as part of CARICOM we have the ability to move as well.
Yes.
And work in other places. How do you reconcile? How do you sell that to someone, a younger person who might not necessarily appreciate that?
Well, I would talk about it from what I said earlier in terms of, we are in one region, in one space, and we can't do it on our own. We are resource limited in terms of the resources that we have, so we can't do it on our own. So, as you said, there are opportunities that are out there that may not be in St. Kitts, that are in Jamaica, and even for the Jamaican national who sees the opportunities in St. Kitts but not in Jamaica, they come here to St. Kitts. So it's really about researching about those opportunities, having an understanding that we are all here to work together. We are not fighting against each other. We are here to work together. So I know that there is several talks about non-nationals coming here and taking up the jobs and those kind of things, but it's all in the essence of development. It's in the essence of development of your country, of a CARICOM region, which we all will benefit from. I hope I answered your question.
You did, and you did it very well. We'll take a break and we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
We're back with Jalen Monzak, CARICOM Youth Ambassador 2022 to 2024, 2-year term.
Yes.
So you can accomplish a lot in that. All right, great. So you were present at the opening of the National Assembly yesterday. Let's talk about that experience for you, the highlights. What did it mean to be there?
Okay, so that was my first time being at the opening of Parliament. I've seen it online, so it was definitely an experience. Seeing it in person in terms of the tradition, in terms of how what caught me was when the leader of the opposition and the Prime Minister, they were asked to fetch the Speaker. I don't know if you all saw that. That was I never knew that they do that at the Parliament, so that was a very interesting part. So that was for me, it was very intriguing. I was very awake and alive and everything. I mean, there was at some point in time, some commotion that was happening when, a member went up and, I was a bit disappointed in that because, it's an honorable house and, we should respect the house no matter how we feel about it. And I feel as if we need to become more politically mature. We are over the elections and we need to move on with our development. So but overall, the sitting, it went well. It was very seamless. The clerk, it's pronounced clerk, she was really good in terms of executing her duties. And even the speaker, I see that she has a presence, she has a very powerful voice, and I know that she will do very well as the Speaker of the National Assembly.
So, for the novice like myself and others who may be listening and viewing, what does it mean to fetch the Speaker? Okay,
so firstly, what happens is that one of the members, they would nominate someone to be the Speaker, which is usually someone in the general public. It could be somebody within the Parliament. So they would nominate and they would get a seconder. And once nominations are seized and that person is voted in to be the Speaker, the clerk would ask the mover and the seconder, which at that time would have been the Prime Minister being the mover and the seconder being the leader of the opposition, to fetch the Speaker, because the Speaker was outside. She wasn't inside Parliament. So it's for her to be invited into Parliament, basically. Yes.
And I saw the visual on that, so I understand what you mean when you say it was very interesting to watch, because it looked quite interesting, to say the least.
Yes.
The way that she walked in with them on either side of her, and then they had to present her, of course. So it was great. Well coordinated as well.
Indeed.
All right, so Jalen, you and I were talking a little bit during the break about your work, particularly as a CARICOM Youth Ambassador. And I just want to say you get your issues from CARICOM to focus on. That's how it works. So indirectly, then, you are working with the Revised Treaty of Chaguaramas because you get instructions from them. Great. So this is a tall order for you. Well, not for you per se, but for anyone in the office.
Yes.
What are some of the things, and I know that you're at the start of your new term, but what are some of the things that you think you would like to leave by way of a legacy at the end of it, if you were to look forward to 2024?
So if I was at the end of this term and I was reflecting, what would I say was the most, or should be the most impactful?
Yes.
I would say, for one, overall, is just the core. I feel like that's very important, getting that core to be a working, strong group in terms of getting the agenda out there, whatever the agenda would be, and getting that out there, impacting as much people as possible as well, even persons who are older, impacting them. I think that would be my takeaway from it. Also being able to touch the issues of physical and mental health, the sustainable development goals. There are so many things that we have planned. So just looking forward to that, and I know that will be my biggest impact, being able to interact with as many people as possible, being able to have the different discussions, being able to have discussions with young people, being able to have discussions with government officials, people at CARICOM, etc., etc.
So how happy are you that you are at the table and they're no longer on the menu?
How happy am I?
Yes.
Okay, I am. I mean, it's really great to see that young people can be elevated to these type of positions. It's really good to see that I can, reach out to the minister, reach out to the director of youth empowerment to have these kind of conversations, and that they are very open with that. So I am very happy. I know that there's a lot of work that still needs to be done in terms of getting more young people involved, in terms of creating policies that are youth-centered and that are youth-engaged. So I am happy, but I hope that we do not say that, okay, well, we just appoint a Carriacou Youth Ambassador and we don't involve them. Or we just appoint somebody to be in a youth council and we don't really involve them. So we just have them as ornaments. I don't want to be an ornament. So I hope, even if I'm not called that, I will get the work done, and I will be in your face as the minister, as the director of youth empowerment, or wherever. I'll be in your face telling you that we need to get this done. Continuously being in your face. I won't be an ornament.
We're going to hold you to that. Thank you so much, Jalen, for joining us today. We're definitely going to hold you to that. Thank you again for joining us, and congratulations again on the office. This is where we end the show for today. So we want to thank all of you for joining us for another edition of GMSK. And tune in daily where you find a little bit of everything for everyone and get people that you know to watch. Of course, you can follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube at Studio 327 Inc. and on Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Like, subscribe, follow, share, check us out online as well at studio327inc.com.
And this is where I always say, leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. See you tomorrow, Thursday morning at 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. As usual, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.